In the last lesson, you dealt with a lot of information about bias. In this section, we are going to review that information and go a little more in depth about media and bias. First, let's talk a little about tone words. Tone means the emotion which is connected to a specific word. For example, if I say, "The boy walked down the street in jeans," you might think of the picture on the left. However, if I say, "The hoodlum sauntered down the alley in his swag," you might think of the picture on the right. I was describing the same event the whole time. However, my words made you perhaps think of different ideas. Compare the words in this chart and their emotional values attached to them. In the first example, I said boy. In the second, I said hoodlum. First, walked. Second, sauntered. The first example, I said street. In the second, I said alley. In the first, I said jeans, and in the second, I said swag. These words have different connotations attached to them and make people think and feel different things about the same event, even though it should be exactly the same. Just as in that example, news media can choose words to cover the exact same person or event but in different ways. They can say rape victim, or instead, person who says they were raped. They could say black male, or they could choose to say adult male. Depending on the words that are used, the media puts certain pictures and ideas into viewers' heads. Next, let's review another part of bias, which is leaving things out, or emphasizing one idea more than another. Look at this chart. It shows the results of a fair survey of national network newscasts. This survey found that extreme weather is big news. In the first 9 months of 2013, there were 450 segments of 200 words or more that covered extreme weather, including flooding, forest fires, tornadoes, blizzards, hurricanes, and heat waves. But of that total, just a tiny fraction, 16 segments, or 4% of the total, so much as mentioned the words climate change, global warming, or greenhouse gases. Let's review that viewers of news media also need to think about how the media can leave out certain types of people in their reporting, as well as leaving out opposite perspectives and viewpoints. Although this is not actually lying, it leaves out important information that can help the audience interpret events for themselves and decide the truth for themselves. One news report should not just have all women, or all men, or all people of one race or age. It should include as many viewpoints as possible. In other words, the news media should not tell you what to think. You, as the viewer, should use the information from the news media to decide instead what you think. That is a critical difference.